there is very thin line between what you say and what you trying to influence to take advantage of your position. Make your payment only through a authorized or wherever there is a assurance that this is the known source of payment. Initially you go for a long-term investments. Best ways is you can go to the mutual fund. Simply if you are not able to spend your time in analyzing balance sheet and books of accounts of companies, go to the systematic investment plans.
Hello and welcome to the Hindu special series on capital markets masterclass with the BSE, the erstwhile Bombay Stock Exchange, Asia's oldest stock exchange, which recently completed 150 years, which is 3 years older than the Hindu, which recently completed 147 years. This is Lalatendu Mishra. I am senior deputy editor with the Hindu based in Mumbai. I have been covering capital markets, the regulators since 1995. Since I landed in the vibrant city of Mumbai. The whole thing has changed over the years. When I came to Bombay, the Sensex was doing about 3 and 4,000 and when it hit the 5,000, the brokers went to the top of the Jijavai towers to release 5,000 balloons. That time also SEBI had its office, small office in Nariman Point. It is now 2 buildings in BKC. You can imagine the amount of growth that has happened in the capital market. Today we are joined by Mr. Sunil Kadam, Executive Director of SEBI, who is in charge of investor assistance and education. Mr. Kadam joined this position earlier this year. He has joined the market regulator in 1996 as a young officer. Prior to this position, he was Chief General Manager of the SEBI. Mr. Kadam is an MBA and is also a master's degree holder in securities law. Thank you, Mr. Kadam, for joining us. We will be discussing about the measures SEBI is taking on investors' education awareness, as the markets have really grown up too much. You know, now the Sensex hit all-time high of 86,000, now is doing 82,000. So, if you can please tell us how important it is for investor awareness in today's context, when many households have joined the equity market in the form of retail investors, sir.
So, if you look at the SEBI's mandate, so it's a mandate of kind of developing the market. It's a regulatory mandate, not only regulation but development. These two aspects are together with us. So, when you talk development, we require all parts of stakeholders to be associated with investors. One is that industry for raising capital. Another, we want industry require funding. For funding, various sources are there. Shareholding or investors' contribution in shares is a major part of it. So, when we want investors to come to securities market, we want them to participate in a good product, so that their investment get better returns and they remain invested in securities market. From that perspective, we want investors should be always educated as to what are the appropriate disclosures are required by the companies which are made available to them, so that they take a well-informed investment decision. And actually, the investment decisions will depend on various factors as such, and as a regulator, our job is to keep on giving more and more information so that he takes complete and informed decision.
Sir, why it is so important in today's context? Because large number of retail investors are joining. You know, if you see the number of demat accounts that has gone in phenomenally high, and SEBI is also one of the mandate is to protect the interests of the investors as well as to help in capital formation.
Correct.
So, why it is so important today?
Yes, today it is become more important. One is reason is that post COVID, I think many people have got interested in securities market, and in that securities market we have multiple products actually. So, when we expect investors to come to securities market, we want to start with some basic investments and then go for a kind of complex products. But what we have observed is that in last few years, many of the new investors, the new generation investors, straightway jumping to the risky products like derivatives, without actually understanding the risk associated with that thing. So that risk is need to be made known to them, so that whenever they take an investment decision, they should also know. What our study has found is that almost 80 to 90% of the participants who has participated in derivatives trading have lost money. So they are losing money is not good for us, because then they will lose the confidence in the securities market. To bring that confidence back in securities market, we want to make them informed, aware what is the right way to come to securities market, what is the right way to invest actually.
So how is SEBI doing it? It's okay, you are doing it, but if you can see the ground on the ground, how you are executing it, both as far as education is concerned, as protection is concerned.
So there are multiple. One is that as a regulator, our job is, one is that to make the information available. So whatever corporate related data is there, that has to be made available to them, so that he takes informed decision. Correct, accurate information, display, dissemination is a kind of role we ensure through the stock exchanges. That is one way of it. Second way is that we also want them to know about the various malpractices or various frauds, various scams are happening. That also we want to know them. Then we also want to know the various kind of products which are coming in the securities market, the complexities involved in that thing, the risk involved into that thing, that we want them to know. So there are multiple ways we try to educate people. We conduct lot of awareness campaigns, we conduct lot of educational series, we conduct kind of webinars, e-learning models, etc. So many things we keep on doing for their education and awareness actually.
Sir, earlier only equity investment was done from Mumbai or Gujarat. Today, if you see, it has gone to the very tier 2, tier 3 or more down the level. So how you are reaching those investors from, if you can please tell us?
You are right actually. Earlier, if you look at the concentration of trading was focused only on the western side of cities actually. Now it's reached everywhere. And when we talk about reaching those people, one is that we conduct many seminars, conference through our resource persons, through the MIs, through the brokers, through the MFIs. All these conferences we conduct and we reach to them. Second way which we are trying to reach them is through the digital and social media network. Now since use of social media and is increasing day by all the participants, as a regulator we can't stand behind and say that we don't know how to do it. So we are learning that thing, and we are kind of doing lot of penetration through social media also nowadays. Then we are kind of doing broadcasting of various programs, webinars also we are trying to do it, and trying to see that many people are aware of it. In fact, recently we are trying to tie up with the government also, and in fact Ministry of Panchayati Raj is one of the government institution with whom we are tying up. Idea is that these panchayatis are spread across the country. They have a block level officers. What we will do is that we will try to train these block level officers, and those block level officers will then reach to the people. So idea is to train the trainer and reach maximum people at the various points, so that they are aware of securities market.
So you spoke about scams and online scams and frauds that is happening. The more people are joining, the frauds are getting one step ahead. Recently, SEBI has run a campaign called SEBI versus Scam. If you can please tell about that, what has gone behind that and what you have achieved?
As I told earlier, the use of social media is increasing day by day. The technology is useful for growth. We have seen how securities market has grown over the year. At the same time, we have also seen that there are some people who are misusing the technology to take benefit of their some kind of device they use, and they try to benefit. So keeping that new kind of manipulations, we thought we should focus and make a kind of penetrated efforts to make people aware of the securities market scams, focus on the digital media and the social media. So that way we thought, and then we have created series of activities in that thing. We involve all the market infrastructure institutions, and we ask them ki you all started prepare kind of different type of digital messaging, videos, conducting through various themes, various kind of attractive products or various attractive kind of stories, like you take Panchatantra stories, so which are connecting the people. So or you can take a Bollywood theme. So those kind of things also they are using it, and whole idea is that ki try to connect to people and try to send a message that ki digital media using for your own understanding is fine, but understand what is the right messaging and what is the wrong messaging. So that is the whole purpose of our creating awareness of through the digital media campaign.
Sir, recently influencer, the financial influencer are gaming the system, and SEBI is very strict on them. Recently there are some raids conducted at some people's premises, and SEBI also taking down a lot of unregistered apps to so that people, the investors are protected. If you can please tell about that.
Basically, as a regulator, our philosophy is that ki anybody who want to act as a intermediary or who want to deal with the investors, he should be registered with you. Registered with SEBI or a kind of exchanges or kind of SRO. So whole purpose is that ki when you are registered with them, there are certain rules and regulation prescribed which needs to be followed, so that the investor protection is taken care of it. So whole that purpose. The fin influencer is one kind of we can say community which are not registered with SEBI, and anyway, we can't say that people cannot say anything on securities market. We are okay, means people can say, but there is very thin line between what you say and what you trying to influence to take advantage of your position. So where that limit is crossed, as a regulator, we need to come into picture and take action over that thing. But our whole message would be that ki anybody who want to work as a securities market agent or participants or intermediary, he should get registered with SEBI, exchanges or kind of SROs. That would be a more desirable practice.
Now that many investors are joining the market digitally, what should an investor do and a retail investors do to keep himself or herself secured from all these scams?
Yeah. When we started our kind of investor protection measures, especially for the frauds and manipulation, our initial focus was avoiding the securities market fraud, which are happening in the stock exchanges, like trade related manipulation, front running, insider trading. Those are kind of typical frauds which used to happen. But now the use of technology is increased, and the people are finding innovative use to make frauds actually. If you are kind of vulnerable to some kind of weakness in the system, they'll take advantage of that thing. For example, somebody will call you saying that I am your friend with his DP is on the Facebook or WhatsApp messages, but actually he is not your friend. He is somebody else's, and he is morphed that photo of your friend and showing you as your friend. So, and then he'll try to influence you, kindly help me because I am in trouble and all other things. And being a friend's call, somebody you will say you will try to help it. So that way people are getting aware of this. Don't go to unreliable sources, only deal with the SEBI registered intermediaries, and make your payment only through authorized or wherever there is an assurance that this is the known source of payment, there only you make a payment. Don't go for any unknown link, don't click any links which can lead to any fraudulent sources, and don't gain by the fin influencers and all people who are trying to mislead you. That way we are creating awareness actually.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, if you can tell us how investors can utilize the digital medium to maximize their income or to maximize their investment.
So normally as a regulator, we don't make a recommendation on how to increase your investment. We'll make you aware what are the products are available, what are the safety features are aware with that thing, what are the risks associated with that thing. And as a regulator, what we are also doing is that we are allowing various kind of modes of investments to the people, so that there is a ease of making investment is there. So that like that lot many people have introduced various kind of technological based investment models. Like there are 3-in-1 investment model is there, where you can have a very ease of doing your investment in that thing. But what we suggest is that when you try to make an investment, initially you go for a long-term investments. Initially you are not aware how to invest, how to read the balance sheet, how to analyze the company, and how to find the risk associated with investment. You go for a informed kind of advisors who will advise you where to invest, how to invest. Suppose if you are not able to go to advisors, best way is you can go to the mutual fund, and then you go to a kind of schemes which are safer schemes, and then you can do a investment. Simply, if you are not able to spend your time in analyzing balance sheet and books of accounts of companies, go to the systematic investment plans. Those are very simple. You can go as low as 1,000 rupees also investment you can do in security mutual fund, and then you can regularly keep on investing without thinking much about where to invest, how to invest. So those are the kind of advices we give to the investors.
Sir, the World Investment Week is Investors Week is on. How is SEBI participating in that? If you can please tell us.
Yeah. So this World Investment Week is originated from ISCO, that International Organization of Securities Commissions. So they decide a month for all the securities market regulators across the world, and within that month the securities regulator decide one particular week during which they will do the investor awareness week. So as a capital market regulator, India has decided that October 6 to October 12 will be the week for the investor awareness campaigns, and this will be kind of concerted efforts from all the MIs, all the intermediaries, SEBI. They will do many activities during this week. So we recently had a meeting with the MIs, and they came out wonderful ideas on various themes and schemes to create awareness about the securities market. So the themes like kind of conducting a quiz, or conducting the essay competition, or conducting the song competition, or a kind of slogan competition. Then we are having some of the MIs are conducting a marathon. Some of the institutions are conducting kind of Ratha Yatra kind of thing, so that people are aware of that thing, and they are conducting across the cities and across the segment of the people, like younger, older, women, and keeping in mind each theme. Like there are some programs specifically designed for women employees, women entrepreneurs, or household women. So different kind of segments are there, and different kind of program we are thinking. Idea is to connect all of them with the idea of creating awareness of good investment in securities market.
Yeah, yeah. SEBI is organizing this Arth Yatra
Yes.
contest. If you can please explain that, what does it mean and how it is being rolled out?
Yeah. See, as a regulator, we thought we should create more and more awareness of the securities market to the people. And then recently our new chairman came. Then he suggested every time you feel that what is good for them, you decide. Why don't you decide let investor decide what is good for them. Don't always keep on telling them, listen to them. So that was the thought behind creating that Arth Yatra. And in that Arth Yatra, what we are thinking is that we are asking the investors to create a kind of campaign for us, and we'll select the best campaign, and then that campaign will be run across throughout the years after that thing. So in that campaign, what we are asking the investors is that they should create a kind of digital campaign for a securities market, or they can create a videos, small videos, put it on their social media, and attract many likes for that postings. So people who attract maximum likes could be a kind of winner, and they will get very attractive prices for their participation in securities market. So it's not only a kind of creating awareness for you, but you creating awareness for yourself. That way we are trying to achieve, connect with the people.
Great, sir. Like for every company, the customer is center of attraction, everything. For SEBI also, investor, you regulate the market, that's fine. But what I believe is that the investor is at the center of SEBI's main agenda right now. And I think I have asked all the questions that I wanted to ask. If there is something I have not asked you, you would like to tell, most welcome, sir.
What I would like to say is that if anybody want to come to securities market, first of all, he should not think that he should make money in a very short period time. So don't believe on any assurance which give very high returns in a very short period. So that is a false thing. So we would like as an investor to come to securities market and get good return. So from that perspective, he should be informed investor. If he is not informed investors, then he should go to the informed advisor. If he is not able to go to informed advisor, he should go to mutual fund. And mutual fund basically are kind of informed investment managers. They know how to invest. Through them you invest. So ideally you learn and then you start taking your own decisions. That is the advice I would like to give to investors.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kadam, for talking to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.